I'm Ted.
I'm Monica. I'm his wife.
You need to speak a little.
I convinced him to do this. Not the video, but the thing behind the video.
I'm glad you brought that up, though.
Yeah.
And we are Black Pearl Voyager. And in the last couple of videos, you might have got a sneak peek of something that we came across recently. This is actually somewhat unexpected because it's not that we haven't been looking for a Bronco for quite some time. I had the
2 years.
I had the same trouble as others with ordering and getting orders turned down. We tried to get a base Sasquatch with stick shift, and all of those are taboo now. They don't even make a base model. So I was filing through Facebook one day and this popped up. And I got somewhat excited about it until I went to the webpage and found out they wanted $10,000 over MSRP. As it turns out, some poor guy, probably a year ago, ordered this and in the interim was unable to take delivery on it. And so this actually wasn't available. It was still on the train headed for Nampa, Idaho. And so we had to wait a month before it.
Yeah.
But I got on the phone with the guy, told him, yeah, I'm interested, but I'm not going to pay you $10,000 over MSRP. That's the deal. Unfortunately, especially this particular model, the Heritage Bronco, are somewhat rare and a little hard to find. So we had to acquiesce somewhat and pay a little over MSRP, but here it is, and we brought it out here to show it to you. And just what it is that makes this a Bronco Heritage. What is it about it that makes it a Heritage?
Because it's perfect.
It's perfect, yeah, as far as we're
I
concerned.
love it.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
I'm not a big red fan, but this is beautiful. This thing is really beautiful. And we'll go over some of the features that make it a Heritage and why it is, I think, probably the most common question I get is that an old one that you fixed up, or is that a new one? And
Every
to
day.
which, yeah, I answer yes, basically. It is a new one, but it's an old one fixed up. Anyway, let's show you what we got. All right, we'll start with the front and work our way back. The original Bronco, of course, came with a white grille and the round headlights and the little amber lights just inboard of those. Okay, the Heritage had the Ford logo in front instead of Bronco, and I don't know if you'd realize this or not, but just like the Jeep had the 7 slots, the Bronco had 6 columns. As you can see, Monica's pointing those out for you. Okay, that's a throwback to the original.
And then I added.
And yes, there are some additions that we've done since we've owned it, and I'll go over those with you here in a minute. So what we have here is a big bend with a Sasquatch package and the styling cues from the original 1966 early model Bronco. Okay, looking down the side here, you'll see a really nice white pinstriping
Bronco.
with the classic Bronco logo. You'll also find it has a painted white top, and in this case they didn't just take the molded in color top and spray paint it white. This is smooth as glass and it has no texture at all. Coming down here to the fender flares, the original Bronco did not have perfectly round fender flares like you find on virtually every other Bronco model out there, with the exception of the Everglades model, I believe, comes with these squared off. Show them how they're squared off. Yep. Yep, on every other Bronco they're perfectly round, just as round as the tire. That's because the original Bronco came with squared off fender flares, not round.
And what everybody always gets excited about is the white wheelies.
Yes, they
Steel
do.
wheelies, but they're not steel. But
I get more comments about those white wheels. Yeah, they're supposed to mock up the dog dish steely wheels of old, and they do a good job with it. They're the same shiny Oxford white as the top and the front grille, and they're aluminum alloy though. And since this is a Sasquatch package, it has the Haas 2.0 suspension system and a slight lift and 35-inch tires from the factory. This particular one also came with, and I think they all come with, that side step, which is nice. We're not going to rely on that as a rock slider, but it is nice, and it's very helpful getting in the back seat of this two-door. And you might be asking, well, why a two-door? Why did we get the two-door?
because look at it, it's just cute.
Yeah,
How could you not?
exactly. The proportions are proper. I like a four-door, but we don't have any kids anymore. We're not carrying around a lot of people, and it's just the proportions are more classic than the four-door. That's not to discourage anybody from getting a four-door. I'm sure.
Oh no,
As a
four
matter of
doors
fact,
are really good too.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
they sell more four-doors than they sell anything else.
But
So,
I'm just taking it to work, and I don't have any kids to
right.
take to work or anybody else. So
And
yeah.
here we are in the back with the squared off fender wells again. It does not, it comes with LED headlights, but the tail lights are standard halogen, which is okay by me. I don't know what the big deal is. It's easy enough to change it out. It comes with a full-size spare on a matching rim, and we've added a few little touches back here. The white Bronco there, we swapped that out for the
Chrome
brushed.
one.
It wasn't really chrome, it's kind of a brushed aluminum look. We capped off the hinges with some covers, and if you haven't already noticed, we added some white handle covers.
Yes.
Okay.
But we didn't make it like an ambulance because he was worried I was going to
Yeah,
make it look
she
like
started
an
adding a
ambulance.
lot of white stuff to it, and you red and white, and all we needed was a cross, and we'd have an ambulance. So
So I stopped.
yeah, thankfully she stopped. Anyway, let's have a look inside. I think that pretty much covers it. Oh, like all Broncos, the top is removable, but this came with an added bonus that I was completely unaware of. And if you look on top there, maybe I'll jump up there real quick. Ooh, yeah, there it is. Yes, it's called a gunner's turret or a gunner's hatch. That's an added bonus that we didn't even expect. I mean, I didn't even know it had it. That actually comes out and gives your passengers a sky's eye view.
Yes, some fresh air.
Yeah, and that's one of those deals we just had no idea.
And that one's really easy to take out. Even though it's painted, I can put it on the back seat, and it gives it kind of like nice fresh air when I'm riding home
Yep.
from work in the traffic.
Busy day up here in the Molalla River corridor. So our original plan was to get the small engine, the 4-cylinder, turbocharged, 2.3 liter. And this was actually spec'd out exactly like I would have spec'd it out, with the 2.3 liter engine and the 7-speed manual transmission. Why the heck did we get a manual transmission?
Because we all should know how to drive a manual transmission.
That's right, in the zombie apocalypse when the only cars left are manual. No,
Exactly.
no yeah.
Oh,
Actually,
it has this great crawl thing. So I go in traffic all day long in Portland, and the crawl is awesome. And
Yeah.
that's
yes, once you get into traffic, you can actually slip it into crawl gear and just put both feet on the floor, and it keeps up really well. And if you get a little behind, you just give it some gas, and when you catch up, you just
just take your feet
let off the
again.
gas. Anyway, there's a few little modifications we've done to it, if you haven't already noticed. First of all, we removed the plastic trail sights and found these. Now there's several manufacturers. I think Mabbitt makes some. Anyway, that doesn't matter. The real bonus here was the fact that they were in white. And if that doesn't tie the grill together, I don't know what does.
That was my
these are,
white thing again.
yeah, that was, adding more white.
Yeah.
She wants to cover those mirrors up too with white, and I told her no, stop. But because they do, they make white covers for these mirrors, and it's like, just hold on, we need to keep some continuity.
I was trying to make white red and then come down here, and that was the black.
Yes, and then you'll have patients
Ambulance.
flagging you down thinking that you've got Narcan on board. Anyway, these also include these really nice amber lights. These are sequential turn signals. You can wire them up that way. We went ahead and still have the prop rod, but I'm a hood strut kind of guy. And so that was one of the first mods I made. Also,
So you don't get, it doesn't fall on your head.
well, it doesn't fall on your head, but it opens the hood up. I don't know if you noticed that or not, quite a bit more than the prop rod would. And these engines, if you've seen on other videos, don't come with a cover. This is an aftermarket cover. You can actually put an OEM cover on this engine for the 2.3 liter in the Ford Ranger. It fits perfectly, but it's $165, and this is about half that. And it makes a nice, covers the engine up really nice, and it just kind of cleans up the inside here a little bit. I also didn't expect it to come with the sound deadening material. A lot of the ones I see on other YouTube videos don't come with that. I think that's probably part of the Big Bend package. The Big Bend package includes heated seats, dual zone heat controls, temperature controls, and things like that. Nice features, lane control assist, and yeah, it's got some really nice features. Thought we'd share. We got rid of the OEM stock whip for a short one. We're collecting stink bugs on our way home. And as far as the interior concerned, there's some throwback items in here too, to the original Bronco. Inside here you'll notice the white dash, red stitching, red Bronco in lettering on the dash, and this just is absolutely stunning. This is just beautiful, the way they did this. There's the stick shift. We've added a few little touches of red here, like the gauge rings, but not too much. We're not going too overboard in here. The seats are nice cloth. Monica will show you the digitized plaid design, or digital plaid. That's kind of a throwback to the plaid seats of the early 70s models, and I think probably the early 60s models had plaid too. But those are some of the cues, styling cues that Ford used in the new Bronco Heritage.
One thing I want to say is that I've had a lot of cars and had to drive a lot of cars back and forth to work, and this happens to be the nicest, most comfortable seat for somebody with a bad back. It's awesome.
Yeah, opinions are like noses. You know, everybody has one, and I've heard everybody rave about how nice the seats are and how comfortable they are. I have yet to experience quite the comfort.
That's because I don't let you drive it. I drive it.
Well, yeah, it might be shaped for your buns, but
Yes.
I find that the Jeep seats are just as comfortable, and but I like these too. And the nice thing is they took some cues from Jeep. That seat there can be elevated or lowered. Yep, just by pumping it. It's got good lumbar support. I've seen other people complain about the leg room, and for me, I put the seat all the way back and I can't reach the pedals, and I'm 6 feet.
Way back.
They go way, way back. Yeah, for me, I have to run the seat almost halfway up so that when I step on the clutch, it reaches the floor, so I can rest it along the floor. There's plenty, and I mean plenty of leg room in here. And with the seat halfway up, there's even gobs of leg room for the 2 back passengers. It only holds 2, but there's cup holders back there, a feature that you won't find on the 4-door. And those seats are actually more comfortable than you would imagine. Here's one other feature here. We went ahead and replaced we didn't actually replace them, the netting is here, but these that are made by Mabit actually hold some of the larger hydro flasks and water, and you have a spot for stuff here. Good high quality material. These particular ones have a rubberized lining behind them, and this is actually divided off, as you can see. Maybe, yes. These are actually divided off by this little hump here so that you can isolate your bottles. Now that there is a 32 ounce, I believe. Yes, 32 ounce hydro flask, and it fits in here really very nicely with room for another one. Yeah, this is a good purchase here.
And then we put these in.
Yes, okay, yep.
Just kind of go in there.
Yeah, the door handle little compartments are nice. If you don't put those in there and you put your cell phone in there, it'll just fall out on the ground. And here's one really nice custom item that I added, this sill guard. I had these custom made to my specification with the Bronco and the Heritage in script with the pony here by a company that I will list in the description below. They did an awesome job. They sent me several proofs. They tried my idea of putting the Heritage here in script. They liked it, I liked it, and so there we are.
This divider.
Okay, what do we have?
You added a divider so it isn't just a lost big huge hole. So
Yes, yep, that's the glove box divider. That's
Yeah.
another Mabit item.
so it's really nice because then you have several places and you can put all your books up in here and the
Yeah,
tray
your
up
long
here.
stuff, yeah.
Yeah, and then you still have it for what you need it instead of it just being a big empty hole.
Right.
And then the same with
We did something on the interior of this too. Also, we added an upper tray, and then you pull it out.
And then dividers
inside,
in it.
There's some dividers, yeah. That makes a little better use of that
area.
area, yep. We added a dash cam for safety purposes. It's also handy to have a dash cam if you're out on the trail and you run out of batteries or something and you thought you missed a shot. Check your dash cam, sometimes it'll be on there. Of course, we got the stock grab handles, but we went ahead and added some nice hand pulls there, and you will need those to help get in and out.
Yeah, because this is nice and then you can just get in.
Right.
It's a little bit different than the Jeep because the Jeep is up here.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, the
this
Jeep is
here.
positioned in actually what I call the correct spot.
Yeah.
The problem is there are passenger airbags mounted there, side curtain airbags, and that's why you can't put a handle in the conventional spot. But
It
as
does
you can
have
see,
this one here, but I
yeah,
never used
that's
that.
a more like, oh my God, are we actually going to go through their handle?
Yeah.
Yeah. So those are some of the little interior touches. We're not going to go overboard on it because we already have an Overlander. We've got the Gladiator. And this is going to be more of a day tripper, a weekender. She's going to get in again
Yeah.
here.
Well, you have all these extra.
Oh, yes. That's the only option that this came with. Everything you're looking at, with the exception of the switch panels, is standard with the Bronco Heritage. And that's I think it's a $195 accessory.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was. Why is our lights flashing?
Because I pushed the button.
Oh, okay.
Because it has buttons.
Okay, you can stop pushing buttons now.
Okay, I'm pushing your buttons.
Now, what was I saying?
I don't know.
What was I talking about?
I
Anyway.
interrupted you.
So it's actually very nicely equipped. Dual zone controls, heated seats. It does not have the heated steering, but we don't live in Alaska. We live in the Northwest, and as cool as it can get around here, you know what? I've never had heated seats or a heated steering wheel, so I'm not missing anything by not having them. It does not have a heated steering wheel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because the heated seats, I mean, if you have your back is hurting you, you can just go sit in it and turn it on. And sit there, and it's like a big, whole thing is beautiful.
Let's open up the back for them, show them what's going on back there.
Now we're going to go inside.
Yeah, okay, we'll open up the back because we've done some little things here too. Let's start with the tailgate table. Yeah, you know what? Tailgate table is just a handy thing to have. I'm sorry, but I think all vehicles should come with them. Especially with a swing out tailgate like that. Yes, we didn't get the one with the cutting board that slides out. You can spend $500 or $600 on a tailgate table, and I'm just not that kind of guy. Especially if we're just going out for a picnic. Now we'll be making sandwiches later on. I did get 20-quart set power little fridge here for it. You see it fits in there really very nicely.
It's right up here.
Yep, and it plugs in close by. It even has some lights there. And this holds quite a bit, enough for a picnic easily.
I put my lunch in there, and my daughter and I have lunch at work.
Yep.
Join us at 11.
The set power, that's got a 3-year warranty on it too. So I'd like to thank several YouTube contributors for highlighting and reviewing that. We did go ahead and cover up the carpeting here with some matte material.
In the back of the seat.
In the back of the seats too. We have dogs. So
these are really nice. They're easy to put on too.
Easy to put on too, yep. Opinions again. Some people think that the stereo system sucks. And you know what? I guess for the audio file, maybe it does. Do you have any dislike about the audio system?
No, it works fabulous except for like 2 songs. They're AC/DC songs.
Yeah.
And the one over there, it'll vibrate, you know, so, because I like my music loud when I'm driving. So
well, that's odd because
that's it though.
The current years, all the current years, 2023 and on, are come with a built-in subwoofer. So this is actually a 7-speaker system, not a 6. But I'm not hearing a lot of super bass from it. But
it's perfect. I love it. Yeah.
And as far as being able to hear it over the wind noise, okay, here we go again. Remember what I was talking about? Everybody has an opinion.
Yes.
This isn't any noisier than our Gladiator. I haven't noted any excess noise whatsoever. And I'm not getting any noise from these tires.
Nope.
These are a mud terrain tire. They've got rather aggressive tread pattern.
They do pick up rocks.
They do pick up rocks,
so they will spit at you.
But I'm not hearing a lot of noise from those tires. So
no.
a lot of the complaints and opinions you hear from other people, for us, just really don't wash.
Yeah.
Yeah, but everybody has an opinion.
Well, driving down 84 when the wind really hits hard, right out kind of by the Columbia River there, Marine Drive and stuff, it just holds itself. It's
rock steady.
It's rock steady, and it's not noisy. You know, you just know that it's windy because you see everybody else kind of blowing around. But it's
well, one of the
nice.
features that they advertise is that this does have the sound deadening material. Now, these aren't as good as like a Hotheads headliner, but they're not bad. And like I said, I don't find this to be a noisy environment at all.
At our little...
Yeah, that's a little something I bought. I'm not overwhelmed by the quality of it. It's okay. It's a little molly bag. And we've got some, I think we put our utensils in there. But I think I'm going to go back to Blue Ridge.
Yeah, I like the Blue Ridge.
The Blue Ridge, it's a little larger. It's much better quality. But here we've got some cooking utensils because I do have a flat folding grill that I bought that fits in. Actually, it fits in.
Right here.
Monica's going to show you.
It fits in this bag.
Yeah, you know what that is, right? That's a
Bag.
16-inch computer, yeah, pouch.
Yeah.
And there's an entire. We don't take it all out of there because it's really a pain. But that sets up. You can cook about 4 hamburgers on there, or a pack of hot dogs. And yeah, it uses multi-fuel. You can either use propane or isobutane.
It's very noisy for being in the middle of the woods.
Yes, it's a very busy day. It's probably the last nice day. And if you saw this place,
you'd
know why. Yeah, people come down here. We're going to go down there and do some fishing later on. Okay, this particular model does not come with the kind of would it be nice for USB connection in the dashboard. That would be kind of nice. We're lacking a few hero switches. About the only one that we don't have is the trail turn assist, but that's only available in an automatic. And of course, the Badlands is the only model that comes with the sway bar disconnect. But like I said, we're not hardcore off-roaders, at least not in this vehicle. And yeah, I think we're going to have fun. What are you doing back here? You trying to take that out?
I was trying to take that out.
Okay, well, you just have to lift up on the front of it, and then it slides right out.
I just didn't want to break it.
Yeah, she's got to show you this gunner's turret here over the passenger compartment, which I think is kind of cool, myself, personally.
Yeah. So they can...
Yeah, and this is kind of nice for your passengers, and you end up not having to remove the entire top, which is a chore no matter what. I don't care what anybody says. It's a chore to remove that top.
It gives you the tools.
And
Hello.
yeah, they give you the tools, but this is a nice feature that was completely and 100% unexpected. All right, that's she's got the microphone stuffed down her shirt, so that's a wrap on the look of
our wonderful Bronco that now I'm going to have to work until I'm 70 years old.
Anyway,
to pay for it.
Let's wrap this up so we can let them go and we can go fishing.
Okay.
Because that's what we're out here to do, fish.
We're going to go catch fish. I'll catch more than
he
he
does. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, see?
Test. Is this thing working?
It's working.
Anyway, hope you enjoyed our little review of the Bronco Heritage Edition. This one, as far as I can tell, is probably the only one in the Northwest.
So far.
So far, I haven't seen any other two-doors, let alone Heritage models, but it is very unique. And
I get a lot of thumbs up.
Yes, if you want to get a lot of attention in comments, then just get you a Bronco Heritage in the two-door. And I love the stick shift. I've always loved the stick shift. The only thing you have to remember is you have to change gears when you're driving. They did add a nice feature though.
Yeah.
Now if you're in cruise control and you need to take a gear for a hill coming up, the cruise control stays engaged. You can take as many gears as you want, and the cruise control will stay engaged, which is kind of cool. It also has hill descent control. It also has hill assist, hill start assist. Yeah. Lots of features. This transmission is actually, I believe it's in crawl gear. It's like a 95 or 96 to 1 crawl ratio. That's crazy. So we're anxious to get it out on the trail sometime, and we will. It's not going to just be a mall crawler, and the next time you see it, it might even have some high desert pinstriping.
You never know.
And maybe more white, I guess.
But it also has a turbo setting in there, and so if you use premium, use the turbo, you get about 300 horsepower off the line.
Yes. You do get 300 horsepower on 91 octane.
It's very nice.
It is. There's no lack of power, that's for sure. Some people may concern themselves with the 4-cylinder, but with 300, even with 275 horsepower, this thing will pass. It will pass.
Yes.
If you gear down and put your foot in it, she will pass.
Yep.
So no worries there.
Yeah, I haven't had any problems whatsoever.
Okay.
So when you're driving and you're on a hill, it's fabulous because you have the clutch in. When you let the clutch out and your foot's on the brake, it automatically gives you some gas. You don't have to do that where you're
Right.
You know,
And it
so-
also gives you 3 seconds
Yeah.
before it releases the brake.
yeah.
That's the part of the hill hold
Yeah.
assist.
So it's great on. I mean, there's some really pretty steep hills,
Mm-hmm.
and I was also easy to teach my kids in no time whatsoever to drive the stick because
Right.
it was easy. It does have six speeds.
6 speeds.
Yes, so-
we're finding out that 5th and 6th are highway gears.
Yeah.
Very rarely are we ever in 5th or 6th unless we're out on the freeway cruising around town, back and forth to work. 4th is probably the highest I get. 5th coming out here, and that's just because
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Because you felt like it.
Just because I felt like it.
Yeah. And you,
It's a nice transmission though. It's smooth, shifts smooth, and the throws are pretty short. The clutch feel is excellent. Yeah.
And it's easy.
Don't be afraid to get the stick shift. And you better do it soon because I think they're going to discontinue making them. As a matter of fact, if it wasn't for Ford, I think the stick shift would have gone the way of the Dodo a long time ago. With the exception of, I think Jeep still offers a stick shift too.
Yeah. They do.
But
We just
yeah,
couldn't
if
find
you're
one.
old school like we are, get an old school looking one, and I guess
And
it
then
would
we
be
don't look
ideal
so old.
if it, since it has a stick shift, if it had the original V8 in it that they came with. But the four banger does great. Are we on a wrap now?
I think so.
Okay, let's go fishing. See you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye now.
Enjoy life.
Wow, that was a nice, fun day fishing. I actually caught one, about an 8-inch rainbow trout. How did you do? Never mind. Hey, one last thing for all you naysayers. You know, one of the big complaints about this is this window here, the way it sucks up underneath this track here, and people say, well, when you open the door, it catches. Well, yeah, if you jerk the door open, it does. Take it from somebody who's owned a Mustang before with the same issue. It's really easy to overcome that by simply, and watch this, put your thumb here against the door and pull on the handle and give it a second so that it has a chance to drop down. If you do that again, put your thumb right here, pull on the door, and it won't catch and it won't wobble like it does there. Got it? Get it? Good. So now that we're back up from fishing and it is 3 o'clock in the afternoon, we're going to make a sandwich
Yes,
because we're hungry. Sorry, we were supposed to eat before we went fishing, but we couldn't stand it any longer. We had to get out there on the water, and it was a mighty fine day for it too.
It was beautiful, even though you caught the only fish in the river.
So what do we
I
have?
let you catch it. We have roast beef. We have bread.
We've got bread.
Your icky mayonnaise.
Now, yeah, mayo racha,
My really good horseradish sauce.
horsey sauce, yeah.
We're almost out. Here's your mayonnaise too, in case you
Okay,
need that.
yeah, I'm not going to put mayo racha on it.
Here's your disgusting cheese.
My disgusting, slimy American cheese, not Swiss. Doesn't come from anywhere but America.
Good stuff.
Havarti, what do you got there?
Baby Swiss.
Oh, baby Swiss. Okay. Anyway, we're gonna have a sandwich.
And real cheddar cheese.
Cheddar. Oh, it's not only cheddar. It's primo cheddar
And roast beef.
by Taglio.
Look at that price. Is that ridiculous?
$15 for a pound of roast beef. Yeah.
It's sad.
Next time, get the Oscar Mayer in the plastic container.
It's full of preservatives.
Right. At my age, I need all the preservatives I can get.